have some questions. I'm sure we'll have some questions from the audience. So if you do have questions, stick out your hand. I'll try and find you. But I think first of all, let's start with you, Rob. This film, it's been a long journey, 10 years in the making. How did a Canadian filmmaker end up adapting Ecstasy?
I met him, and he let me do it. We met at the Edinburgh Festival actually 12 years ago. It was August 2000, just before the play of Filth was about to come on. And,
Volume.
Sorry. I met Irvine in August 2000 to talk about adapting it into a film. And felt that there were some good stories in there that I liked, but I felt it was kind of like a transformational love story, going from the love of ecstasy to the ecstasy of love. He liked the idea, so let us make it.
And how did you go about casting Adam and Olivia?
Lots of money.
We were doing casting in 2004, 5, 6, I don't know. Anyways, Tony Blair was Prime Minister and Gordon Brown was the Finance Minister, and we were financed and was ready to start shooting in a couple of months, and he changed the tax rules overnight, and so we lost our budget and had to start from scratch. Adam and Billy stayed attached the whole time. So.
Yeah, I was attached for 6 years, and I auditioned for it after doing a TV show. Came out a TV show called My Own High, you know. And I auditioned for this, and then I never heard anything for a while, and then I got a phone call. I was up for being holiday with my family. I got a phone call and it was Rob, and he said, "Look, you're doing this part," and I said, "Yeah, great." And then it came together, and we had to find and tell apart, and it came together, and we were going to do it, and tell apart, and do the politics and everything else, and then eventually, 6 years down the line, we ended up in Canada, and I remember sitting the first day with Rob and looking at him going, "We're about to shoot this fucker." I can't believe it. It was quite surreal when Irvine was there for the first day of filming, and it was a very surreal moment, but then we got our heads down and got on with the job, and hopefully he's enjoyed it more.
But you are based in the States now?
Yes, it's so nice to be back in Scotland. I've been here in the States for a while. My wife was from Santa Monica. And I met her in a job I made in Hawaii, a film I was working on, and I immigrated there in 2001, and I sort of divided my time between the UK and the States, but not so much these days with the kids. I didn't complain so often.
Sure. And did you have any problems at customs arriving?
I'll all have notes coming out. There was a time after we finished filming and I was travelling back to the States, and I was wearing one of the crop jackets, and I reached in my pocket and I had a bag full of these, the babies. So for a bin, and they were just mints, but you tried explaining that. So, yeah.
Presumably those guys know their girls. So.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to they go through the rigmarole of having been to it, but yeah, before they start letting you go. So lucky enough I found it in time, and I put it in a magazine shelf in a paper shop.
It's very happy to hear.
Somebody found it. Oh, they were happy when they found it. Yes!
Olivia, you're in a lot of the club scenes. Club scenes are notoriously hard to film. They think it's supposed to be 12 o'clock at night, listening to banging music. What was it actually like? Was it 4 p.m.?
Pretty much, for hours and hours at a time. It was so much fun. There was just this room full of great people, and we were just dancing and having a good time. So it was pretty easy to feed there after.
Yeah.
But
When you're shooting location stuff, you're limited to location for one day, so all the club scenes shot in one day. So I've danced for 4 hours in any nightclub, but not for 24.
No, okay, good. You know, one of the good things about having a film is like you can say like if this is not great, you can go, "Oh, fuck that." You can go, "Oh, this is brilliant." But this is definitely one of those brilliant things. It's like Rob had said to me like. This is completely fucked up, but he kept it going. He just kept it going like that. It's like the two people. It's like Rob and Ashley have just fucking made this thing happen. You know? You can't make a film happen. You know? these guys are great. They're really good. Rob, Ashley. I'm sorry to get Jakey like
Okay, we are really pushed for time. I want to open it up to the floor. If you've got a question, you put your hand up and I'll find you. This gentleman here.
What made this experience and therefore this film special?
What made this film and experience special?
Sexual.
Sexual.
It's all sexual.
Freudian. It was very much getting the script and sort of reading it for the first time. And sort of, I grew up here in Glasgow, East Kilbride actually, I grew up here in Glasgow and clubbing on that scene. So a lot of the stuff in there was very, very true to me. So there wasn't a lot of acting in some of the scenes. A lot of it's real life and recreating part of your own life and putting it out there for people to see. And so you spell a wee bit of your soul and getting the opportunity to play a lead character in a film and see that through arc and present yourself as an artist in that fashion, that was very special.
I have like 3 girls now, 2, 4, and 9, and they weren't a twinkle in my eye when I started this process. So it's a miracle any film ever gets made, and it's just magical to be a part of the experience and have amazing people that we can work with.
More questions? Can you just throw up your arms and I'll find you. Gentleman right at the back.
No questions, not good.
Irvine.
No, there's one over here.
Can you repeat the question?
What's your favourite dinosaur body? I think probably Tyrannosaurus Rex because I think about Matt Bullen like
Do you have any non-dinosaur related questions?
Yes,
The hat.
Man says bye. Oh, I'm so good. Rock and roll.
What was your inspiration for writing that movie?
Sorry?
The inspiration for writing this story that Ecstasy is based on.
Well, I think it's part of
Basically getting fucked up for real.
part of my life and part of Adam's life and part of Paul McCafferty, the co-writer's life. We lived an adventurous life when we were younger.
That generation.
I'll tell you what, soon I first met Rob, he was this skinny fucking young guy, and then this big fat cunt wow, let's do this. This was like fucking 25 years ago, I'm still fucking handsome and
I'm really sorry, we only have time for one more question.
Okay, here. It's here.
Gentleman in front of us.
It's here.
Ecstasy movie didn't pull any punches. I noticed there were some meaty slaps. Did anyone end up in agony?
No meaty
Yes, my father takes me out, he literally took me out. And the sound effect isn't a sound effect, that was a real noise. We said to me, we had an agreement, says, well, let's go for it, let's get that thing going on. And he took me out, yeah. I was red, we had to do several takes at one point, they had to come in and make upside my face, because my whole face and down my neck was bright red and glowing from getting the slap.
And actually my 9-year-old was on set watching that day and she's like, why did he hit him? And my friend who was doing continuity said, because he didn't do his homework.
Okay guys, I'm really sorry, but that is all we've got time for. But I'd like to thank our guests for coming to this premiere.
Thank you.